the adventure continues for the three sisters in a van.
It does.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our next instalment. It's a big one, this one, isn't it?
It is a big adventure, this one. We are doing the Eyre Peninsula.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty cool spot.
Yes, and coming from the short stint in the York Peninsula, we spent quite a bit more time in the Eyre Peninsula.
We did. I mean, it's much larger.
Oh, it's larger, yeah, but we thought, it's probably more accessible for us, and yeah, we'll just go all the way around, and we did. So here we are talking about, our trip around the bottom of the Eyre Peninsula. All right, where should we start? So we left off, we just kind of done Port Pirie, is that right? Yeah, and we're on our way up. Port Augusta was our first stop, but we didn't actually stay there. We just stopped very quickly.
Brief library visit, just the essentials.
I don't know whether Port Augusta is actually part of the Eyre Peninsula, but yeah, we just went to the library for a couple of hours, got some books, moved on. And our first stop for the day was in Whyalla. Yeah,
we stopped there around lunchtime, I think.
Yep.
So again, didn't stay there.
No, we did a walk along the jetty, the big circle at the end jetty. Had lunch there, but we didn't camp there.
No, we went to a spot just outside of Whyalla, not too far away, to near Point Lowly.
Yeah. Yes. So there's a couple of low-cost camps there near the toilet and shower. Some free camps.
Yep, right at the point where the light
between Point Lowly and Fitzgerald Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's a bit of a four-wheel drive track in, but we braved it and found
we did. It was probably our first really rough drive into somewhere, wasn't it?
Yeah. There was a few hills and it was quite interesting. And we got there and there was a very rocky, very large rocky campsite, which was no one else was around.
No, it was just a single spot. So we're one camper van, caravan, trailer would
you could probably squeeze two in, but you
wouldn't want to be.
It was pretty hard to manoeuvre
on a tent.
It was very
been
rocky.
Pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah, so we gave it a go. We weren't going to be able to put our annex up, a shade up, because we just couldn't get any pegs in the ground. So we gave it a go, and we were very surprised.
It was magical.
Yeah, one of our most favourite campsites on the Eyre Peninsula.
It's one of my top two on the Eyre Peninsula. Yeah.
So overall, we really love the Eyre Peninsula.
Yeah.
There's really nice spots there. But this was one of our top ones. So
it was.
There
was no sand at all. So the rocks there were all really smooth, flat rocks. So it wasn't jagged or difficult to walk on, and the girls had a wonderful time decorating rocks, do rock art, making rock stacks and balancing and playing kitchens and all sorts of cool stuff with the rocks. Yep. They loved the rocks.
They did. They loved them. More than I thought.
Yes.
And it just goes to show you don't need a beachy sand, or you don't need a lot to have a lot of fun. So they liked swimming in the water too. At high tide, it was really nice because it wasn't very far. Like the water was just lapping a couple of meters from the caravan on the rocks, and that was very nice. And one of the highlights was the dolphins just meandering past in the water, just so close to us. We had dolphins every day. We're there for 2 nights, and we could have stayed for another 2, 4, 6. But the dolphins come past every day, and they were actually awesome.
Swimming in with us.
We
could see them swimming out there a lot, close. But then when we were in the water, they were actually in there with us, which was incredible. Yeah, so that was another tick for that spot. So we loved it there. Free camp. Yeah, free. No facilities, obviously.
No
and
water,
a bit
no
to
toilets.
Get in and out.
Yeah, but it was so good.
It was magic.
We felt like we were all alone there. It was great.
Yes.
So that was our first stop on the Eyre Peninsula.
And it was a great one.
It was a great one. So then we left there. So that was just north of Whyalla. So we went to Whyalla just before and got some supplies and headed north. And then we were venturing further south.
Port Gibbon.
Port Gibbon, yep. So we had a bit of a stopover before Port Gibbon at Cowell.
Yes.
At Cowell, because we had a very important package arrive at the post office.
We did.
So
we
we
had.
got it. What do we have here? A new child. We decided to buy a really good drone. What was wrong with the other one?
It couldn't be controlled. It fell down.
It's very cheap. This one, however, ooh, will be much better. We got a little carry bag for it too.
Oh.
Don't drop it. There we go. The DJI Mini 3. We decided to buy a drone, a proper drone, for the rest of our trip. So that came in, delivered, and there will be some shots on this video and onwards of our drone footage.
The drone has become much loved.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah. So we picked that up at Cal and kept going to Port Gibbon and stayed there. Again, no facilities, but it was pretty good. It was on right next to the beach.
Low cost, $20 a night, I think that one.
Yeah, there was toilets and showers a bit further down, about 5 k's down that we could access, but
too far away really.
Yeah, we were just there with
probably
2 other campers, which was nice. It was pretty quiet.
Yeah.
There was a couple of snakes that apparently came through past one of the vans, and we didn't see any, but
we'd heard that it was a bit snaky beforehand,
were around,
and so people had reported seeing them when we were there too.
But that was a nice beach.
Yep, it was lovely.
We're only there for 2 nights, and then we moved on again, and we headed to Lipson Cove, so further down.
Yes.
Yep. So stopped at Lipson Cove for 3 nights, and we'd had some good reports about Lipson Cove.
We had some friends go there before us who said it was lovely. It was a bit of a bumpy track in, a bit of a long bumpy track in.
Dirt roads into all these places mostly, and there it can be a bit bumpy, a bit corrugated. So we missioned in, got there,
we did,
and found a good spot. We had to book a spot. We found a pretty good spot near the toilets.
Can't remember what number it was. Yeah, 5
or 6. Yep. We had the first night. There was 2 campsites next to each other, and we had the first night by ourselves, and then an older couple came in next to us after that.
And the evenings were just beautiful there, if you remember, because there are no lights at all anywhere.
The
and
stars
so were incredible. They were just beautiful.
And
there.
The beach there was very nice as well. Low tide was so good. Just
nice
the girls could wade out, and it was. And the dolphins again there.
Yes.
I jumped in the water one morning, and we were you guys were on the edge, and I saw a fin, and
I tailed it.
Yeah. Luckily I was in the water, so I quickly rinsed off my pants. No. It was very scary, but it was a dolphin, so it was all good. As you can see, I'm not a real water person, surfer. So see a fin and I was panic. But it was a dolphin again, so that was cool. And it was a really nice spot.
It was beautiful.
No reception there, or very little reception, phone, internet, but that was all right. We got little snippets every now and then.
Yeah.
The only bad thing was
flies. Oh, they were killer.
Yeah, they were. I don't know whether they're bad all the time or just while we were there, but they were
really bad.
Yep. Couldn't eat outside.
In your food. In your eyes, in your
and
mouth,
they were everywhere.
in your ears.
Not pleasant. So you need those.
Not when
nets.
you're at the water though. When you're at the water.
Down by the
good.
beach it was great, but just at the caravan for some reason they just swarmed it. So
drive you nuts.
Yep. But that was a pretty good spot.
Yep. Drop toilet there.
There's a couple of drop toilets. Yep. But pretty good campsite.
Yeah.
And you're not far away from our next stop, which was down at the next major town from, I guess, Port Augusta.
Down the bottom.
Yeah.
Right down the bottom at Port Lincoln.
Yeah.
So we didn't really spend a lot of time exploring the beaches, or we didn't do the national park down there either.
And there's cage shark diving. You can.
We also didn't do the shark diving.
We ran into a guy, one of our at our campsite there, and he'd done the cave dive.
Yep.
It was pretty cool, but that wasn't for us.
Nah. We stayed at Great Views, which is a farm stay just overlooking Port Lincoln, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a great view over there. Yeah, you could
Very
see
great view.
pretty much all of Port Lincoln from
Yes,
up
yeah, you could see out to the national park area. It was beautiful.
there. Yeah, it was great. The wind blew in from, because you're so high and you could see everything. That was pretty exposed, but the views are awesome.
Yep. So, just a pretty basic. Everyone just had little spots fairly close to each other in that one, but there was a shower,
and
toilet,
a camp kitchen.
You could plug into power and use the amenities if you wanted to, or you could just free camp without. Can't remember how much it was per night. Was it?
No, it was $30-40 maybe.
Oh, maybe 30.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
And if you want to use the facilities of the little ones, it's a little bit extra. But they had a farm stall at the front, so you could buy some fresh produce and some
all farm grown.
jars of
and she's
jam,
made preserves. All of
got a couple of things,
which was nice.
Yeah, while we're in Port
Lincoln,
we of course went to the library.
We did.
Yeah, you guys spent a long time in the library.
It was a great library, and they were having a book sale. But
good library. That was one of our last major libraries, wasn't it?
Of
South Australia. So we had a good time in there.
We stocked up.
Yep, stocked up on things. We went for a walk along the jetty, which was pretty cool. There's a swimming area there, enclosed, which is nice.
Yes.
And we kind of just potted around.
We didn't do too much. I think
we're only there for one full day, so that was like
just kind of set ourselves up for the
day,
second half of the Eyre Peninsula, really.
Yeah, so we were on our way, up the other side after that, on the western side. So, we left after the second night there, and made our way. Where did we go?
To Farm Beach.
Farm Beach, yeah. So there was a couple of little stops. Coffin Bay's one, and Farm Beach is not far. So that's in the national park,
Coffin Bay?
There's kind of just caravan parks there, and the national park, but we had Charlie, so we couldn't go and stay in the national park.
Yeah.
So we went to Farm Beach, and when we got there, it was it's probably about 35 to 40 sites.
Yeah, I'd say 40 or so,
Yeah, mostly people come there to fish, I would say. And they have their sites booked in year round.
Yes.
Or for each year.
Yep.
And they have little tractors that tow boats out to them.
Yep.
Yeah, but the water there was great.
The water there was
so calm.
It was calm and warm. Compared to a lot of the other water we had. Yes, it was really still, really warm, really clear. We had beautiful stingray experience there, didn't we?
Yeah,
we were
swimming around for half an hour around
quite
us.
A big one. It was a nice sized stingray.
The girls loved that.
That was very exciting to be able to watch it. It didn't seem to be fazed by us. It was all around us. So that was pretty cool.
Yep, that was cool. Yeah, just the water and the cliff edge behind us was just pretty magical.
Really family friendly, like really for younger kids. Really great. Like no waves.
No, there were lots of boats going out onto the water and lots of cars parked.
Yeah, but
on
once
the
you
beach,
got past that bit.
Yeah, we kind of had a little sheltered spot and it was really nice.
Yeah.
And I went not far away from Gallipoli Beach where they filmed a lot of the Gallipoli movie many years ago.
Yeah.
So I went for a run over there and
very cool.
Got a little video of that one. But it was a bit of a trek. I think it was 4Ks to get out there from Farm Beach. So yeah, but that was pretty nice there. We spent how many nights? 2 nights there.
Yep, and they had again facilities. They had
they had a cold shower and
toilet,
which is enough for us.
Yeah, we were fine with
good.
that.
Yeah, yep. And the girls had a great time. Billy and Florence had a little friend next door for a night.
Yes,
yeah, making more friends.
Yes, always making more friends. But we did run into someone there, a local.
Yeah, who recommended a couple of beaches, which we hadn't heard of.
No, we're not on the radar at all.
So we decided to kind of.
And he was very emphatic in his recommendation. He was like, "No, you've really got to go to these beaches." So we thought, you know what,
take his advice.
We'll do it.
So we left there, and we had a little bit of a plan, but we changed it up a bit.
We did.
Some people had said the Greenley Beach was pretty nice, so we went there for the next night.
We were going to stay there for a few nights, weren't we?
Yeah. But where we camped was not.
No, we were not feeling it.
Not near the water at all. It was.
I mean,
we couldn't even get to the beach from where we camped. It was just so long.
There is a spot where you can book further down. But even so,
the water
I didn't find that accessible.
No, it was very cliffy. We did go for a drive and found some water at a beach, but it was like
scary.
Scary. What? Yeah.
It was wild.
I mean,
and against
picturesque.
rocks.
It was nice to look at, but you couldn't go there with the kids and they couldn't have a splash
No.
around where we were. It was just, yeah.
No.
Maybe we were just there at the wrong time or at the wrong spot. I don't know. But
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, but we said that afternoon no.
Yeah.
We were going to just
So-
do one night and move on.
Yep, so we got up early and went to the first recommendation, which was Sheringa Beach.
Which
And that was
a cracker.
Yeah,
That was a great
that,
one.
That and Lowly Point were our top two
Yes.
for the Eyre Peninsula.
Yeah.
So we couldn't stop at all the beaches and all the campsites, but
No.
Sheringa was top of the list. Again, a bit of a rough road in towards the end.
Yeah.
Lots of corrugation.
Did it move, Mum?
No. It's a shingle, like it's a big.
He's over his mouth at Daddy.
Oh, Daddy. Wildlife
What's he
ranger.
doing?
He's trying to get Duff into the bushes
But how?
with his thumb.
But
We're
just
working
nice
at
and
the
slow,
Australian
and
Zoo
then when we
next.
got there, we went right down the end.
We did.
There's a few campsites, isn't there?
There is. There's one right at the start where you have some facilities available right in that.
shower, yeah.
Right in that campsite, and then there's some further along, and then there's right down the end. And we went right down the end, which I think actually is the best. Is the best location.
There's no one driving past.
No.
It was a bit dusty because they've just made the campsite. I think it's just
It
a bit
was
of
a bit.
new. Yeah, so when the
It's
dust
just
settled,
been flattened out.
sand settles, it was all right. But the beach was just unreal.
Stunning.
Just
I mean, I think if you went to Sheringa for the views, maybe some of the earlier campsites, if you're kind of sitting up and there were a lot of
Which
people kind of
people
camped
did,
up
yeah.
and they kind of just
Yeah.
stayed at their caravan and had breakfast,
Or the
lunch, and
the
dinner.
first one where the facilities are, there is a bit of a beach there where
Yeah.
I think it's good accessibility for kids.
Yeah,
The middle bit not so much, and then where we were was just great
The
for the
best.
girls. They loved it.
the
That
most
was-
incredible rock pools.
Yes,
Just
yeah.
beautiful, beautiful rock pools. We spent so much time exploring them. Clear water. I mean, it's a surf beach, so Sheringa is a surf beach, so it can get quite rough.
Yeah,
we
that
did
was
see one surfer go
just
out.
a lonely surfer way out the back. There was some big waves. He obviously knew what he was doing. It was
Yeah.
unreal. I wouldn't
Yeah.
be caught dead out there. It was,
No.
yeah.
No.
But the water was absolutely freezing.
It was.
It was so
probably
cold.
the coldest water I've ever swum
It was
in.
like ice bath water.
And coming
It was-
from Tasmania and having
Yeah,
swum in some
yeah.
cold water down there,
It hurt.
It was.
It hurt, the water. It was that cold.
But it was refreshing.
Yeah, yeah,
It
it
was.
was.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Yep.
And so clear, so clear.
Yeah, and the girls had a great time exploring the rock pools
And there's all rocks behind as well.
climbing on some rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Yeah.
So we could have stayed there for longer,
have.
but we'd booked in to our next stop, which was a bit further up at
Walker's Rock.
Walker's Rock. So again, further north. We keep going north. We booked into Walker's Rock for 2 nights. There was a couple of campsites there, wasn't there? And we booked in one, and we were right near the beach.
Yep.
It was about a minute walk to the
Yes.
beach, and yeah, the beach was nice.
And a minute or so walked the other way to the facilities.
Yeah, to the toilet and shower.
Outdoor shower.
It was pretty nice. Lots of flies there again. Lots of march flies. March flies were on the
some of the march
on the
flies
hunt
on
there.
the peninsula.
Yeah, but aside from the flies and the march flies, it was a pretty nice beach.
It was.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah. Not our favourite, but
No.
it was nice to.
It was
pop
hard
in and-
coming after Sheringa, wasn't it? After
Yeah.
Sheringa, we were just in love with it.
And I mean, Sheringa was very wavy and not really calm for swimming, and whereas
No.
the beach here was.
It was.
But it was,
Kind of
it was just a bit different.
wading and paddling, but yeah.
Yeah, and there was an island. Just you could probably walk out there at low tide. We didn't actually go and explore that one, but there's lots to I suppose explore in the water.
Again, people four-wheel
we saw-
driving onto the beach
Yeah.
to take their jet skis down or to set up their tents and things from beside their cars, which is my favourite thing.
We ran into some nice people who we'd met at Sheringa camping next to us again, and they were very lovely. Offered us use of their stand-up paddleboard, which we didn't take up, but they were nice in offering. So lots of nice people along the way. It's
Great
very
people.
nice.
Yeah.
So there for 2 nights, and then after that, we made our way towards Elliston.
Yes.
So we didn't camp at Elliston.
Elliston.
Yes.
Well, the most important thing we did at Elliston, we did straight up,
Well,
which was
better than camping, I would say.
is we got
Campsite.
some sourdough.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Fresh
So there's an incredible woman there. I can't remember her Instagram. I think it's cultured sourdough. We'll have to pop it in the notes. But she was amazing and doing the most beautiful breads. We had not had really decent sourdough for quite a long time.
They were great.
Hi, Fee. Chi Bear. So we got some sourdough. We got a delicious kind of country, just a wholemeal one, and the fruit one.
right.
Oh, so good.
Yep.
So
and we
good.
topped up on water and then headed to it come as a recommended campsite, the Nationdale Bushcamp.
Yes.
Which-
and that was an interesting one.
Yeah, you rock up and there's no phone number. You just go in the gates and there's all these interesting sculptures.
And sculptures. So it's repurposed.
I don't know.
Repurposed items
Yes.
to create art.
Yeah, there was a Ned Kelly and all sorts of things, tractors and things that he'd made. So.
Yep, signs.
And you just turn up and you drive up the road and it's signs where to go, and we got there and there was probably 50 campsites, maybe more. It was huge. Just he had lots of land and he just decked it all out with water access. There was a portaloo there. And we were the only ones there, which was fantastic.
Yep.
And just like he bore water that he had pumped up
Yep,
to
so
all
we've
the
got a really
campsites.
incredible bore there.
Yeah, yep, and it was really nice just for the night.
It was great. It was boiling hot when
It
we were
was
there.
super hot. So yeah, we had a quick shower and rinsed off and
Yeah, set up
just-
the outdoor shower, which was
Yeah.
lovely. So
our little
helper's
our little
just gone.
intruder's now gone. She's wondering how long we're going to be, so not long. Yeah, so we had a chat with the caretaker there, and he was
Darren.
He was a cool guy. He offered us another site that he had.
Up
heading
at Streaky Bay.
Yeah, we didn't end up staying there.
No.
But yeah, it was really nice to talk to. Really cool, just a donation camp.
Yep.
So you throw in some dollars there, and
Yep.
yeah, he appreciates it. Yeah, so from there we made our way up to, I think, our last stop in the Eyre Peninsula.
Yeah, I think so.
We're on our way to Streaky Bay.
Which came with very high recommendations.
Yeah.
Everyone
Yeah.
had said, you've got to stop at Streaky Bay, you've got to stop at Streaky Bay. We've had friends who had travelled previously who said Streaky Bay was one of their favourites.
Yep.
So we were coming into Streaky Bay with some pretty high expectations, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got there and it was all right. But
It wasn't our
it
favourite.
no, it was. I mean, the caravan park was right on the water, but the water there was nice.
Yeah, again, just nice,
I
calm,
don't know.
flat.
People packed in next to each other in the caravan park, so we didn't book in there. We stayed at the RV park, which was behind it.
Just behind.
More room, right next to a
I mean, the RV
sports
park
field.
was what, $15
Yeah,
a
$50
night, and the
and there was
caravan park was at least three times
It
that.
would have been.
And you're a
$80
street
plus.
behind, crazy.
Yeah, and we had a toilet. There was a couple of toilets there, which was awesome.
Yep.
And you're only a couple of minutes walk from the water. So.
Yep.
On the way to Streaky Bay, though, we made a couple of stops. So we stopped at the
We stopped
Murphy's.
at a roadside bakery.
Oh yeah, we stopped
That
at the
was important.
bakery. Yeah, we got some really nice sticky buns
What
from
they,
a wood-fired
wood-fired
oven. Yeah, they had to
Ooh,
stop
yum.
baking for a couple of days because it was so hot.
That was
fire
just
restrictions,
outside
yeah.
of Elliston, wasn't it?
Yeah, just north of it. And then we
Uh-huh.
did stop at Murphy's Haystacks.
Yes.
For a bit of a look around, which are pretty cool big rocks, weren't they?
Very cool. We had actually planned on staying there overnight because you can camp there
Yeah.
overnight, but it was in the middle of a massive heat wave.
was so hot.
It was unbelievably
And the flies
hot.
were unreal, next level.
And we just
Yeah.
needed to get to somewhere to be able to cool
Just
down
water,
and jump in
just
the water.
jump in the water. So yeah, so we stopped in there for an hour or so. The
Really
girls were-
incredible rock
Oh,
formations.
so cool. If it wasn't so hot, we might have considered staying longer, but it
Yeah.
was just, couldn't do it. And yeah, we did have a good walk around and explore,
Yeah.
brave the elements.
Yes.
Got the drone out and had some shots there. Got the aerial view, and then made our way up to Streaky Bay very quickly to find some water and have lunch and that
Yeah.
kind of thing. So yeah, we pulled into the RV park, set up shop, and just
Yeah.
explored from there.
Yeah, no bookings at the RV
No,
park,
no.
and we were lucky when we got there. There was loads of space. It did
Yeah.
start to fill in
It
coming
did.
to the weekend.
Yeah,
I
it got
think,
pretty windy, so the annex didn't go up. They've got some basic shops there, so just an IGA
Couple of
and a
IGAs, yep.
food works place.
Yep.
Some takeaway spots. Was overall pretty expensive
It
because
is.
they're kind of far away from the major areas. So
Yeah.
just not very cheap. So bear that in mind if you head to Streaky Bay. But the jetty there was nice. The girls had a good swim. They jumped off the jetty a few times into the enclosed area, which was awesome.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was.
And and our travel friends, we met our travel buddies.
So we'd run into them first. Where at? Oh, all the way back at.
Port Elliot. So
Port Elliot,
long
yeah, the Florio Peninsula.
yeah, so we, because pretty similar, they had 4 kids, and they just got along great. Their
Yeah,
kids
kids
and
of
our
a similar
kids, just great
age.
family, beautiful family. They were, lovely.
Great people.
And so they turned up the second night, and we kind of made a bit of a plan.
Well, we ran into them again, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yes, at Balhannah.
Yes, up in the Adelaide Hills.
And then since then, we kind of made a plan to travel the Nullarbor together.
We did.
So we hatched our travel plans at Streaky Bay together, kind of,
Yep.
come up with a plan, and
Yep. So they surprised us by meeting us there a bit earlier than we'd anticipated seeing them.
Yep.
And so we got to spend a couple of days at Streaky Bay with them.
Mm-hmm.
which was lovely.
Yep.
And that was kind of a nice end to the Eyre Peninsula.
It was, yeah, not a bad way to finish. With
Yeah.
some playtime with the girls and meeting up with some friends.
Yep.
Yeah, so Streaky Bay was our last stop on the Eyre Peninsula, but there was so many other beach spots we could have gone to. I think
There are.
Tumby Bay was one around
One that
Tumby
we
Bay.
missed. We would have liked to have gone there.
Yeah, that would have been really nice.
Apparently Venus Bay was a nice spot as well.
Venus Bay. There's lots of bays, so Smoky Bay is there as
Yes.
well. There's some really cool caves, it's the beach caves you can go and explore, and you can camp there as well.
Yeah.
We'd planned to go there, but we didn't get there. It's just
Everyone talks about Palubi.
yes,
which
Palubi's
is just
probably-
north of Streaky. Yes, just north of
Yep.
Streaky Bay, which which is one of those ones that you need to book months in advance.
Yeah.
So we missed.
Yeah,
that.
we didn't camp. We didn't plan on camping at the beach too much. So
On
the
the
beach,
sand,
no. And that was our Eyre Peninsula. So
It was.
highly rated, worth the time spent there. So
Yeah.
a good few weeks, and
Overall impression?
overall impression, very nice.
Very nice. Yeah.
very nice.
I loved it. I was surprised at how dry it was. It was like when you weren't on the beach, it was desert-like
it was
behind the beach. It was so
and that's
dry.
probably why there's not stacks of water available.
Yeah.
Like in other places.
Yeah, really dry, really flat.
Yeah,
The beaches are pretty cool.
They are cool. Yeah, very different. Warm water, cold water, waves, flat
Yes,
stuff. It's just
bit
it's
of
got it all
something for
there.
everybody.
But overall, very cool. Well worth spending a fair bit of time there to explore, I think.
Surprised that our favourite places, our very favourite places, were the places that were not the big places that were on everyone's must-do list. They were kind of little, just
A bit quieter, not as busy.
a bit different.
Yeah. And you didn't have to book in.
No, you didn't have to book. They weren't expensive. You didn't have to line up and wait for people
And
to
that-
leave to grab a spot.
I think it's
or-
because there wasn't a lot of people around. I think that's what it was. There wasn't a lot of people at our favourite spot, so
Yeah.
maybe we just like our privacy and a bit of quiet.
It is nice. It's nice to be able to explore
It is.
doing your own thing without being
It is.
jam-packed.
Yeah. And so that was it. And from here, we are about to cross the Nullarbor. So next video will be us on the Nullarbor crossing.
So exciting.
All right. See you later.
Catch you next time.